Thanks so much for joining us for making time in your day to day for this session. I am David Gibb, the US marketing lead. If you receive our marketing emails, they probably came from me. So here's a face to that name. Happy to be here with all of you today and happy to be talking about chatbots. So, just two things I want to say at the very beginning of this session. Number one, we're not necessarily going to talk today about how chatbots, save you money or deflect calls or anything like that. We are specifically focusing in a targeted way on the way chatbots fundamentally alter the relationship between you and your customers. So we're specifically focused on the relationship today. If you'd like to talk more about the technology, look under the hood, talk some more about use cases and things of that nature, we can absolutely schedule that as an individualized follow-up session. Just send me an email after we drop off if you'd like to learn more about those things. Second thing I was going to say is we're focusing specifically on utilities today, a B2C utility story, that provider customer relationship. But I know not everyone who signed up for this session today is from utilities background. There's folks from manufacturing and other industries. And really, all these takeaways are applicable in your works in your areas of work as well, because accounts tend to behave much like customers, much like individuals. So a lot of this functionality can absolutely be extended to a B2B context as well. Okay, so that's the preface. Let's roll on and get started here. So, what do we mean when we say that AI chatbots enable next generation CX? Well, we mean that, like I said a second ago, they fundamentally change the relationship between the provider and the customer. Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, there was this sort of adversarial relationship between customers and providers in the utility field. Nobody especially loves to pay the bills. There's that sort of tension there. But really, AI completely removes that and forges this new, very strong, very positive, very proactive bond between utilities and customers. So let's dive into those individual groups a little closer. So for customers, AI chatbots offer really rewarding service. There's no waiting on hold ever, like typical phone service. It's self service. It's very, very rapid. It's very, very satisfying. You get what you want done and you get it done quickly. That makes you feel good, and it makes you feel good about the relationship with the provider who offered that experience to you. At the same time, for customers, their account management is significantly simplified. There's no, managing the spreadsheet on the computer while you look at one other thing on your phone and call someone else up or something like that. It's just one interface. You can use that AI chatbot across any channel, whether it's the website, whether it's social media, SMS, even voice. You can use that chatbot from any channel to manage your account, to look up bills, to pay bills, to migrate your services, to report an outage, et cetera, et cetera. So when you have that simplified account management experience, you're going to manage your account much more proactively, right? Because it's easier, it feels better, and it's rewarding for you. And that's where the value comes in for you, the provider. Because when you offer this new experience with better management, it's going to increase engagement. People are going to be interacting with the bot and doing far more account management tasks than they ever went out of their way to do in the past because it's so simple and light. And when there's that increased engagement, when there's that increased awareness, there's that increased chance of that consumer being mindful of their bill and paying it on time each month. So that increased engagement leads directly to your increased ability to get revenue. There's also a massive built-in analytics practice under the hood on AI chatbots. Every customer interaction that's happening across any channel is being captured, and you can mine that data for huge takeaways about what are your customers' most frequent needs? What are their favorite channels? How do they like to express their problems? How do they prefer to be served and not to be served? So all of those analytics that are built into the chatbot, those can be put to use as part of your overall, customer service improvement strategy. So there's a whole wealth of analytics that come out of this experience without any human time being invested in those actual service touch points. So across the board for everyone, it's a powerful new relationship. It feels much more positive, right? It feels like you're working together. To the consumer, you are offering them something really, really new and really, really powerful that makes their life better and easier. that takes something that in the past was a combative relationship where it was, paying the bills and negative things like that. And you've transformed it into this really engaging conversational experience that really anybody can do across any channel. So huge, powerful new relationship. Let's talk about some specific stories. I want to talk about some specific customers who might be like people who you know at your utility. Let's talk first about a guy named No Auto Pay Aaron. Maybe Aaron is a young professional. Maybe he's someone living in his first apartment, living on their own for the first time. Maybe Aaron, or at the same time, could be someone older, past retirement. But in any situation, Aaron is someone who does not have auto pay. And you know, as utilities, that those are some of the most challenging folks to recognize revenue from. Auto pay you can rely on, but no auto pay Aaron, you got to go get sometimes, right? And that leads to that kind of tension when you have to, send people letters or calls or send them reminders over and over again saying accounts are past due. Nobody likes that experience. But chatbots can really turn things around for Aaron and turn him from someone who pays manually or late or is forgetful into someone who's really a dream customer. So let's actually look at a short demo to see a process that someone like Aaron could go through to pay their bill proactively. So let's say Aaron wakes up one morning and it's the last week of the month and he has that sudden feeling, oh my gosh, did I pay my electric bill? I don't remember. So here's what No Auto Pay Aaron does. He gets on the provider's website and he calls up the chatbot. He types a simple sentence to the chatbot. Have I paid my bill this month? The chatbot instantly tells him, no, you haven't. I see it's due. Would you like to pay? Aaron says yes. It suggests an account that he's used to pay in the past and asks if he approves payment from that account. He says yes, and he's instantly paid up. It's that simple. It's that satisfying. If Aaron isn't someone who likes to type, he can also click. He can just click on bill pay, and the bot instantly recognizes. It infers, oh, this person's asking about bill pay and their bill's past due. So I bet they're reaching out about that. So the bot instantly suggests, would you like to pay your bill? Yes. Would you like to use this account? Yes. Success. Your bill is paid. So in just a few seconds, someone without auto pay can kind of catch up on their bill. They can check in to see if they've paid. They can put that payment through in just seconds. To take things one step further, you could build extra functionality to the bot after that interaction. If someone without auto pay paid a bill, you could just have the bot ask them instantly, hey, Aaron, would you like to enroll in auto pay? I can do it for you right now. Just say yes, and I'll connect this previous account. And boom, you've turned no auto pay Aaron into always pay Aaron. So while this person before AI was paying manually, they were late, they could be forgetful about it. Now, afterwards, with just a quick conversation with the bot on their phone or on their browser, they can check anytime, they can pay in less than a minute, and they can set up auto pay in less than a minute. And again, there's no adversarial bad stuff involved in this relationship. This is totally friendly, totally positive, and meets the customer in their moment of need. It's just for them, and that's what people love. Let me tell you a slightly different story. I think this is someone who's always existed, but in the last year with COVID, I think all of us have become a lot more aware of it, and that's Tough Times Tina. Tough Times Tina is someone who, in the past, has always been a great customer, has always paid her bill on time. There's never been any issue with Tina until a sudden life changing event occurs. Maybe she has to take time off of work for childcare purposes during COVID. Maybe there's some other family related emergency, but for whatever reason, Tina has to leave her job or significantly cut back her hours, and she's suddenly experiencing a financial hardship. And for the first time in her life, she's at risk of non payment. Imagine that, right? She's got to be feeling low for a lot of reasons. So, what can we do to help Tina in her time of needs? Well, you probably have rebate programs. You probably have a Neighbors Helping Neighbors program or something of that nature. But Tina, she's proud. She's not going to reach out. She's not going to pick up her phone and call that service representative and, ask them about payment assistance. She's too proud for it. She doesn't want to beg. But if she connects with the chatbot, which is a much lower stakes interaction where there's no fear of human judgment, she can connect with exactly what she needs. So for example, you could build a chatbot interface where one of the options was ways to save. Tina brings up the bot, she clicks ways to save, and then she sees options on here, appliance rebates, appliance recycling, and she says, oh, wait, I have a couple of Energy Star appliances. Let me document those through the bot, and then I can connect with a rebate. And it brings her bill down. At the same time, like I said, if you had a Neighbors Helping Neighbors program or a payment plan program, you could put those options right here in the bot as well. So someone who might be a little nervous about calling one of your agents on the phone and might kind of slip into arrears and go from being a great customer to a less desirable customer, you can prevent that from happening. You can help them help themselves by meeting them in their moment of need with the bot and connecting them with the services they need. So while Tina before was feeling the pinch, now she's able to use the bot. She can connect with rebates and discounts. She pays a bill that she can afford, and she maintains a strong, active, engaged relationship with you. There's no hiding. There's no fear of answering the phone or, fear of those letters that come in the mail or anything like that. Just a strong, positive relationship between a provider and a customer where you really, really helped them out and did something that changed their lives. So let's transition this conversation to talk about some next steps. Today, we came together, we sort of talked through how AI chatbots enable this next gen relationship between utilities and providers. The next step is to continue that conversation in an individualized way, because really every business is different and every situation is different. And that's how we approach things. So we want to have a conversation with you, and we want to start a pilot with you. Anybody who's on this call right now is entitled to a free chatbot demo. We will set up a chatbot on your website. All you have to do is contact me. I'll tell you how you can do that in just a second, before the end of the month by March 31st. And we will set up a website chatbot for you in a couple of months, which can be extended from there to a full omni-channel experience. If you're not ready to take the plunge on that yet, if you'd like to look under the hood, kind of learn more about the technology or hear some more about some customers we've already done this for, we'd love to have that conversation too. In fact, my company principal slash VP of client engagement, Danny Isnani, he's on the call right now. And he's who you would be having these continued conversations with. He's really an expert both in terms of AI and in terms specifically of applying this technology in a utilities and manufacturing setting. Danny, you want to turn on your camera for a second and give the people a wave?
Yep, absolutely. Thanks a lot, David. Sorry about that. I having some issues with my video, but glad to be on today's mini webinar here, and happy to support the efforts in getting started and helping organizations in the utilities space getting started with what we call a proof of value or a proof of concept. And really appreciate the time today and looking forward to next steps. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Danny. And if you'd like to have a conversation with Danny, like I said, about getting this started, about getting a proof of value project going, or just learning more, this is how you can do that. You can follow up with me via email. If you're on this call, you've probably gotten a couple emails from me and can find me in your inbox with a search. Both Danny and I will see that email, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can feel free to send me an email directly after this session, and we can get the conversation started right away. I want to thank you all so much for your time today. We promised you 15 powerful minutes, and I really hope you feel that we delivered. I'll be around my desk the rest of today and the rest of the week. If you have any follow-up questions, if you'd like to schedule a conversation with Danny to learn more, or like I said, hear some of our specific customer stories, just let me know. I'll connect you with the right person or the right information. So thanks again so much for being a part of this session. And I really hope you will take us up on our offer of that free proof of value. It's it's such a value. I can't tell you how much it's worth on this call. Let me put it that way. Hope we'll be hearing from you folks soon. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Thanks so much.